Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're watching us. We're just glad you're with us. John Motormouth Luciano from Street Auto Group, Street Toyota, Street Volkswagen. Just wanted to talk a little bit today. We have a great show for you. Kind of tell by the outfit, I assume, that things are going on. We're headed into the Super Bowl, Super Bowls of savings, everything going on at our two stores, Street Volkswagen, Street Toyota. Just come in and see us. So we have a guest coming through and coming in the door right now. He's blowing on by, but I have a special guest for you. We had the opportunity to run into a good friend of ours, and that is the head of TrueCar, Chip Perry. His cards, his business, his way of life, his way of doing business is so transparent you probably won't even see this. So, Chip, we thank you so much for spending the time and talking to us. For Flo and I, we've known him as the Chipper. So kind of like instead of taking one for the Gipper, we're going to take one for the Chipper. Now, in our interview today, you are going to enjoy it. You're going to learn so much about the TrueCar experience, where they're headed, what it's doing. Our guest today is Carrie Weiss. I had to think for a second, but Carrie did such an amazing job talking to us at Digital Dealer in Florida. So don't forget about that. Listen to what Carrie has to say. Watch for the things about TrueCar during the Super Bowl and the things that are going on. Come into our stores. Tell us you're here for the TrueCar price. We'll make you one. So here we go. This ought to be all right. We're going to throw the football. He actually caught it. So let's listen. Come by, catch some great deals with us. Come into the Street Auto Group, and we're going now. Okay. Here we are. We're back.
We are back.
The scary part for me is when I do those things, I have no idea what Flo showed you for a commercial, so I'm just going to have to trust that it was somewhat appropriate, and we don't embarrass Carrie, our guest, going, oh my God, I followed that? That's not nice at all. So tell us a little bit. This is Carrie Weiss.
Yes.
Tell us what you're doing here and what you're doing with these three mangy people.
Well, she brought us some coffee, which I appreciate that.
That was really nice of you.
I can function now. I got my coffee.
The good part is that's Flo's shade of lipstick, so it won't show up. We'll be fine with that, so it won't be a problem.
Look great on you.
Okay.
Bronze.
Okay, so before I start, I gotta say I'm honored to be here.
No, honor's all ours.
I am with Street Auto Group, the #1 Volkswagen dealer on TrueCar. And
We
when
love
I say
TrueCar.
number one in sales, you are selling the most cars.
Right.
We love y'all's
Impressive.
leads. Y'all's leads are so strong.
I
Awesome.
give it up to you guys. I give it up. But I'm here. I spoke
Now,
yesterday.
we rank very well with Toyota, too.
Yeah.
We're one of the top in the nation. So
I completely believe
But
it.
that's a big
Completely
field.
believe
So
it.
we're going to get to the very top of that, but that's going to be it's a goal to get both stores at the top of TrueCar.
And thanks to David Said, he's our rep for TrueCar at the Street Toyota, too. Does a phenomenal job.
Awesome.
David
I'm
only
glad to
sells
hear.
like 50 cars a month. We're hoping he'll get a little bit better. I think last year was 465 or something like that. But he sells a few cars. Here and there. Got a few friends.
I think they're gonna
salesman of the year. Yeah, we're working with him though.
Him and Katie Greenhouse, his assistant, they do a great, phenomenal job.
Absolutely.
Oh, great. Well, I'm so glad to meet you guys. I've heard a lot about you.
So why are you here?
So I actually was speaking yesterday, 9 o'clock in the morning, had a great session, talking about transparency beyond the price quote, highlighting dealers like you that are successful and transparent. Doing
Absolutely.
both,
It's our whole
balancing
world.
both.
That's all the customer wants to see nowadays. They know more than we do. We've learned that quickly, especially when you go to these classes. Everything's out there on the internet. It's all there for them to find if they just look for it. So the second you try and put the old snowball on them, it's kind of like these snowballs here. When you try the old snowball or you pull out the pin, they know better, and guess what? They're gone. It's over, it's done, and they're not going to stand for it anymore.
And once you break that trust, they'll tell everybody about it. So dealerships, they can no longer afford to be not transparent.
Tell us a little
More
bit
opaque,
about
I guess, right?
who partners with TrueCar, and explain it to our watchers. Who partners with TrueCar. We know USAA.
Yeah. So
American Express.
Yeah, what people don't know is that BeyondTrueCar.com, which is the name you kind of hear on all the commercials, we have about 650 plus partners.
Whoa!
Wow. We power
Didn't
these
know that.
auto buying sites. So some of the big brands that you all have heard of is USAA, PenFed, AARP, Sam's Club,
You just
American
got Sam's
Express.
Club, right? That's
Do you know
recent
anybody at AARP?
My parents
No, could you
are
just get
part
them?
of AARP.
Could you get them to just sending me like 6 letters a week? I mean, it's up around 12, 2 a day. I have never. I just want the postage account for AARP. I have never received so much stuff. They're worse than Flow. I mean, they're trying to kill.
AARP. They're one of our better partners.
It's a great deal.
They bring in some great customers.
They bring in great discounts. I mean, let's be real. I mean, I'm proud to be a member, so it's good stuff.
But
It was bittersweet when I became a member. Graham, I love the discounts, but I just it was hard to swallow.
Yeah. Brad has no idea what we're talking about. Yeah, he's trying to take. He's over here going CEO, SEO. What? No, AARP. You hadn't figured out that
When you
one
get
yet.
older, you get 4 letters in your acronym.
Yeah.
okay.
Now where are you based?
So I'm based out of our Santa Monica office. That's our
Oh,
headquarters.
I'm so
I
sorry.
love
You know, it's
Monica.
really hard working near the
Well, here,
ocean.
we'll give you you better take a new pair of sunglasses. You need all the sunglasses you can get. So yeah, if we're gonna talk Santa Monica, Florida, we better go on to the sunglasses and kind of get this taken care of.
Shockingly, it was cold here in Orlando.
It
I
was
wasn't
cold
expecting
yesterday.
it. I didn't bring a jacket. I don't know about you guys.
No, I had to go to the golf shop and buy one.
Okay.
I brought all short sleeve shirts. Well, you can see how it's Florida. We're supposed to have all the right things.
So let me ask you guys.
Yes.
So what is this about? What kind of show do you guys put on?
This is strictly just a little blog we do every Wednesday to try and help our customers understand a little bit more about us. We talk about the car business, we talk about us, we talk about the Street Auto Group. We do so much around Amarillo and all the philanthropic things we do that it's hard to get it out there. And we love doing it. We do it for all the right reasons. It's not for any other reason except for being community-based, and we're known for it. Our founder, Joe Street, was Man of the Year for Amarillo 2 years ago. It does so many things, and he has taught us so well that if you give back, much will come to you.
Oh, that's so good to hear, because dealers, I actually spoke about this yesterday, if you think about it as an industry, we are more embedded in our communities than really any other industry.
People don't realize it. Yeah,
Right.
how much we do. And the best part is that we do it for the right reasons.
Yes.
And almost all dealers do. It's not about the publicity. It's not about selling another car. It's about giving back to your community and understanding that without the community, we have nothing. There's nobody to buy cars if we don't have it. So you got to give back.
So what's
message.
your approach for these type of digital dealer events? Like, there's so many exhibitors out there. How do you guys tackle it? What's your strategy?
Our strategy today was, grab the table,
Throw these guys
throw
out.
the other stuff off, and just, before the security comes, just, try to film our blog. That's basically our strategy.
Our strategy is to each one of us goes to a different class, and we try to bring something back that's in our field, and we polish our strengths. And so for instance, C4 Analytics had a great class on how to hold your vendors accountable, and who is talking the talk and walking the walk, and who isn't, who's just giving lip service.
Right.
So
these guys help us understand who's listening. We think we have it figured out, and so we try these huge blanket budgets and we just throw it out there. These guys really do the analytics. The speaker this morning was excellent, Ian, whatever his name was. I don't know his last name, but he was part of Google Analytics and Google AdWords in the beginning. Boy, what an eye-opener. That you need to know your market and know your message. And go after that, target it. This big throwing a blanket over it no longer works. It's just not going to work at all. So that was one of the things I really took away, is that we've got to really pinpoint where we want to go and who we want to take care of and who our customer is.
It's funny, we was talking about that yesterday, about customization. And I brought up an example, and on TrueCar you guys work with USAA, and a lot of times we'll tell you what their titles are. It's a major in the Army.
Absolutely.
He's retired. He has a trade and he wants to finance, and we're giving you all this information. And our better dealers, and I'm sure you guys are a part of that, are taking that information and really customizing their communication.
Absolutely.
They're acknowledging, hey, I'm so glad you served in the Army. That feels so much different
we
than
thank
any
everybody
kind
in
of
armed
phone script
services.
that's kind of
Absolutely.
generic.
we employ a lot of veterans, so what we do is, you want to hook the guy up that's out of the Navy with the guy that's from the Navy. We take it to a new step with assigning those leads and getting those customers to meet our salesmen that were a part of the armed forces.
Oh, that's a really good idea.
Well, you've got to find that common ground where they feel comfortable, so that they feel good doing business to you. And it's a common ground that we can't get to, but they can, and they get to talking about it, and it's so much fun to watch. And then they end up being friends, and it goes on, and then you get to hear the stories, and you get all the feel good that goes along with it. Not only taking care of them and taking care of their transportation needs, but also learning about it and making making a friend, because that's what it's all about now.
Okay, so you guys are now going to be featured in my next session. I'll put your pictures up there. And the best
awesome,
practice,
Terry. We appreciate
which
that.
is assign your military salespeople to your military customers. I
it's
love
worked
it.
out great.
Absolutely.
That's a really
So-
good idea.
And you asked part of the reason we do this. One of the big things, I guess I went to 5 classes yesterday, I've been to 3 today. Somewhere through all those messages in all of those classes, it was all about video.
Yes.
It talked about
Yes.
video. It talked about being in the reach. Everybody loves to watch video. It's more engaging, and there's no question. So we thought, hey, you know what? What no better time to make a video? So we appreciate you so much for being in our video and helping
Yes.
us, and,
Very
and we
much.
love you we love you guys so much as a partner, and we do look at it that way. And we can't reach those people without you, and we want to serve those people properly, so that we have that relationship, and that's probably what has raised us up to the top of your rankings.
Well, we appreciate you guys being TrueCar dealers, and I think for 2016, it's all about our dealer customers making it better. We
Yeah.
love your input and anything we can do better, and we just appreciate you guys being on the program.
You added Sam's?
We did.
Is that coming on, right?
Sam's
is
on
coming
now.
on. So even in little old Amarillo, Texas,
Yes.
we have 2 Sams. So
that's good for
we're,
you.
we're excited, yeah.
That's good
So we
for
look
you.
forward to that, want to be a part of it, without
Two
a question.
Sam's is semi.
Sami, yeah, that's exactly right.
You guys are awesome. Well, thanks for
Carrie,
having me
thank you.
on.
Thank you so
Thank
much
you
for
so
being a
much.
part of our deal.
We appreciate it.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Okay.
Thanks a lot.